Hey guys, and welcome back to my channel. If it's the first time you're here, my name is Lii Borossy. So nice to see you today. In today's video, we are going to be talking about all the ways that my body changed after pregnancy. And this is going to be quite uncomfortable, I feel like, because there are just so many details about my body that I'm now sharing with you, and that feels a little bit strange, but
gonna stay in this moment, gonna lay here on the grass.
I have shared everything with you guys so far. I have shared our TTC journey when we were pregnant, my birth vlog, and then beyond, like postpartum and so forth. And I was asking you guys over on Instagram what you would be more interested in watching, and I gave you a few options, and you wanted this video, and you also wanted a video, an update on Hector, like his first year of life. So that's coming also. I was quite shocked as to how much my body could actually change. And before I jump in to all of the things that happened, I want to make a disclaimer, and I want to let you guys know that I do love my body, and I feel very comfortable in my body now, and I'm very grateful for what my body has done. And I can tell you that I have a greater appreciation of my body now than I did before getting pregnant. So don't feel discouraged. Don't feel like, okay, my body is gonna change or everything is gonna be for the worst. No. With that being said, I feel like my body is beautiful. I do feel comfortable in my body, and I have embraced the changes, and I recommend you try to do the same. I know that it's hard, and I know that we sometimes feel like we want to bounce back. But this terminology like bounce back is not going to be possible, because your body is going to go through changes that no matter what you do, you cannot reverse. And some of them are positive, some of them are maybe not so fun. But anywho, today I'm sharing what happened to my body after pregnancy and my postpartum. Yes. Postpartum hair loss was a big thing for me. My hair did grow and get super long during pregnancy, but now when I'm breastfeeding, and I'm actually 14 months postpartum as of right now, I have noticed that around, I want to say like 3-4 months postpartum is when I started noticing bald spots around this area, and I have also on this side, and they are quite severe. I have quite a bit of postpartum hair loss. I did get that with my daughter as well, but I'm confident that my hair is gonna grow back. It's just a matter of time. So overall physical appearance, like as you can see from my before and after pictures that I have in the thumbnail, I had a very fit body. I used to work out a lot. I ate very healthy. I was in the best shape of my life before getting pregnant. I did have 2 pregnancies back to back, and then I had a break for 2 years, I think, and then I had 1 more pregnancy. So I have been pregnant 3 times. I have had 3 deliveries. I have 2 rainbow babies. So that explains a little bit like where I'm coming from. And when I had Natalie, she was also breastfed, so I exclusively breastfed for 4 months, and with Hector I'm still breastfeeding, and he was exclusively breastfed for like 6 months or 5.5, and then we started introducing solids, and then but he's still like breastfeeding around the clock. So I know that a lot of the things that is going on with my body is because I'm putting a lot of stress on my body, and a lot of things are due to the fact that I'm like sacrificing my body a little bit for him, but I'm happy doing that. I feel like my weight, which could be an interesting point. So one of the things that changed with my body is that my postpartum weight changed significantly. So before babies I was about 52 kilograms, and then I had my child, or I had Natalie, and then my new normal were around 55, and before I was pregnant with Hector I was around 56, 57, and I'm currently bouncing between like 56 and 57. So I'm back to my pre-pregnancy weight with Hector. And I'm happy with that number. I just feel like I want to start to do some exercise soon. I would like to tone up a little bit to get my muscle strength back, because that's something that I'm lacking, and that's something I need. And I know that my body will tone up a bit more when I have when I'm doing more exercise. So that's My belly changed a lot. I have a lot of loose skin, but not if I compare maybe with others that I have seen on YouTube. But for me, I have a lot of loose skin. I did get stretch marks with my first pregnancy, not with my second, and I believe that's because I implemented some things during my pregnancy, which I'm gonna be sharing in another video to help you guys out if you want to avoid stretch marks. It's something that you can try to prevent, but if it's usually genetics, so even if you do all the things that I'm telling you about, then you might get them anyway. So don't think that you get stretch marks because you didn't put enough cream. No, it could be genetics in your case. So anyway, it's a very normal part of pregnancy. Chest and boobs and all of that things. When you're nursing, your boobs change a lot. When you're pregnant, your boobs change a lot. And for me, when I was 18, I had my boobs done. I had a breast augmentation, I think it's called, enhancement, or I got implants. And I have had them now for, I want to say 10 years or more, but I did, however, change them once. But anywho, I feel like my boobs has not changed, and I know that's quite hard to believe, but because I have been nursing as well with 2 kids, I feel like while I'm nursing and while I'm producing milk and all of that, yes, of course they are fluctuating in size, but as soon as I stop breastfeeding and nursing, I feel like they are going back to what they looked like before pregnancy. So I'm very grateful for that. I'm thinking of doing a separate video, like my expectations, or what happened to me while nursing with implants and that kind of thing, because I know that many people want to know if you can in fact breastfeed and nurse when you have breast implants, and I can tell you that yes, you can. At least I could, but I could do a whole separate video talking about that. So next thing that changed with my body is my skin. I feel like the elasticity of my skin is a little bit worse. I feel like I have more wrinkles than before. I feel like I overall look tired, and my bags under my eyes are much more evident than before. Something that has been hard for me is that I have been dealing with a lot of pain. I have had a lot of chronic pain. I have a lot of pain in my arms, in my shoulders, in my back. I do suffer from scoliosis, severe scoliosis from I have had that all my life. So I knew that being pregnant was gonna put a lot of stress on my body, and nursing as well, when you're all the time carrying heavy, and when you hold your child, it puts a lot of stress on your body. And I actually have one arm that is constantly in pain, so my left arm is always hurting, and I don't know if that's because of pregnancy or more so because of breastfeeding. However, it's not very fun. I also did experience loss of sensation in my feet and legs, and I went to the doctors for that. They were not able to fix the problem, but I started not a treatment, they started testing and see what could be wrong, and they do suspect that I have a couple of hernias, I think it's called, and it's putting pressure on my back and damaging a little bit of the nerves, which leads to, for example, I have a big toe that I can't feel at all, and it's like it's sleeping. It has been sleeping since last summer. And yeah, that's because of pregnancy, unfortunately, and it's not a very fun one, and I don't know if it's gonna get better or what's gonna happen with that, but so pain has been a thing for me. Something that happened to me first time around postpartum that I never heard anybody talk about is that I got urticaria, and I got chronic urticaria. So that's something that I dealt with for about a year and a half. I had to take injections for it. It was a big whole ordeal. It was very hard. I'm no longer suffering from the side effects of that. I don't have any symptoms, thanks to God. So this time around, postpartum, knock on wood, I am free of that. But I know that it's because of the pregnancy and the stress around everything that I was dealing with. But I think this time around is more like the pain, the chronic pain in my body, that it's causing me to feel uncomfortable. One thing that I know is gonna get better if I continue to do like Kegel exercise, I think it's called. But when you have babies, your pelvic area, or the like where your uterus is lying, like basically everything gets a little bit more loose, and for some women can mean that you pee yourself. Like if you laugh, maybe you can pee yourself a little bit, or if you are jumping, you feel like things are gonna fall out. I do experience like I feel not sure if I'm jumping, and nothing has happened, but I'm like, it's a little bit weird. That gravity feels weird. Comment down below if you're experiencing the same thing. But I think if we are doing our like Kegel exercises and that kind of thing, then we can improve that, so that's good. Stretch marks, I was talking a little bit about this before, so no new stretch marks, but I did experience stretch marks first time around and second time around. Something that happened that I still haven't gotten used to is that my hips are a lot wider. So after pregnancy and delivering babies, my hips have gotten wider, and I realize it sometimes when I'm walking into places like where it's quite narrow, that I used to be able to walk and pass through with no problem, and now I feel like I get stuck there. It's something super strange when you feel like you don't know your body as you used to, and it's quite funny actually. But yes, wider hips. And a famous mom pouch, I'm dealing with that, and it's not very fun, but I'm also not doing any exercise to try and improve it. So I don't beat myself up about it. I feel like the day will come when I have time and energy to do the exercises that I need to do to get fit, but currently, like I said, still nursing. But the biggest thing for me that I'm dealing with now is that my period has not returned. I actually thought I was pregnant again. I did do a live pregnancy test recently, and I was convinced that I was pregnant, and I decided to share it with you guys because I do want to share my motherhood journey with you, hoping that I'm helping somebody out there. And yeah, if I were to have been pregnant, we would have loved adding to our family, but like I said, I'm in that sense grateful that I'm not, because I know that as of right now we're not able to provide as a comfortable life as we would have liked for a third baby. So by now I have had 3 pregnancies. I lost my first in month 6 of pregnancy, so I still count her. I know that it was a girl, I had to deliver her, and it was the worst thing that I ever experienced, but it made us appreciate everything so much more, and our 2 rainbow babies are now healthy and playing outside my door, and they want me to come and join them, so I'm gonna go and do that. But thank you for watching today, friends, and please comment down below if you have any weird postpartum symptoms or ways that your body changed after pregnancy that you didn't expect. I would love to know. And yeah, I will see you guys very soon. But if you have any suggestions of what you would like to see, also make sure to comment down below. And I know that I have a few new faces here. I just want to say thank you so much for hitting that subscribe button. I appreciate you guys so much, and you mean the world to me. So much love. Bye.